we all like to win. If I were a coach, I'll tell you, I wouldn't be talking to too many women as we know women.
The demented former president has thoughts on the trans community.
Somebody said that if LeBron James ever decided to get the operation, how would he be? How would he be on the court?
So now what the con artist is doing is looping in LeBron James, a target of his, with the trans community, another target of his, to reel in his hood-off audience.
And by the way, LeBron James, you can have him.
I'm sorry, Trump is giving away arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, like LBJ was a piece of his properties. Even if this was a giveaway, as Trump proclaims, you know, big shocker here, I think many would accept. I would gladly take him on my squad. You know, give me your best five. If you can name five, Don, just go ahead.
It's in sports, and people don't want to see it. They want to see athletes. They want to see competition. But the last thing they want to see is men competing in women's sports, because very soon you're not going to have women competing anymore. I hate to say it.
Trump continues his fear-mongering, a GOP staple at this point in time. They have seen how their past efforts with same-sex marriage have failed. This is their 2021 version of politicizing an issue that does not need politicization. Heck, when these discriminatory bills were brought forth, many asked Republicans, those who believe in freedom, to cite examples. They have close to zero evidence. Still, they keep pushing and pushing. Republicanism 101, create a problem that doesn't exist and be a paranoid peddler.
You're going to have a coach have a full team, and that team is going to win the national championship so easily, you're not going to have women competing. They're taking away your rights.
Speaking of taking away rights, Donald Trump banned Muslims from entering the U.S. He rescinded Title IX guidance clarifying protections under the law for trans students. He led Republicans to replace the ACA to end Medicaid and defund Planned Parenthood. These bloodsuckers used the nominal guise of protecting religious minorities as justification to discriminate in the allocation of federal funds at home and abroad. It issued domestic regulations that allow recipients of federal funds to deny necessary healthcare services to and discriminate against LGBTQ people and women in the U.S. Policy proposals from the Department of Housing and Urban Development and the U.S. Department of Education, for example, make it harder for families of color to fight against discrimination in U.S. public housing and schools. Thing is, these are just a few examples. Mr. Insurrectionist, sir, don't you dare talk of taking away rights when you were the king of doing so. This guy is a crook, and maggots continue to enshrine him. It is truly sickening.
Did you see the basketball ratings, which were terrible, but they went up after his team was defeated? So,
just when you thought this grifter couldn't get any dumber, well, let's break this down. First off, Trump's obsession with ratings is, like his personality, psychotic. He ripped Arnold Schwarzenegger, his replacement for The Apprentice. He gloated of the ratings he had with the show when the fact remains it was never as successful as its first season. To no surprise, the dude lies through his teeth. He talks ratings all the time, yet couldn't even best his rival, a man who he has gone all-out bigot on, Barack Obama. The inauguration crowd, whatever's rotating door of press secretaries at the time will spew, floundered in comparison. What I do find interesting is he thinks he's making a point with ratings and LeBron / the NBA. It's almost as if Trump, like in the past, is blaming the rise in COVID cases during his presidency on more testing. There's no logic. It's maniacal. Thus, if you recall, he admittedly told his administration to slow the testing down to make him look better. I have no clue if Trump, the ratings guru, is aware, but from the diehards to the casuals, the numbers will always be in favor of the championship round rather than the opening rounds. Too bad he couldn't figure this out with his very large brain.